Okay, in this next tutorial, I'd like to introduce our AI Composer. It's essentially an agent working in the 3D system that allows you to prompt for larger environments with multiple objects, and it goes out and collects all those for you so you don't have to do them one at a time inside the asset library. So a really quick example of this is to create a city. Now it's going out and getting the objects it needs and trying to figure out how to arrange them properly to give you the result you want. Okay, and there it is. And once it completes, you'll see that it generally makes a report for you. So the first thing you need to do is basically take a look at what it got together for us, which definitely looks like a city block. It created it inside a Populator so that you can make adjustments to it after you're done, and I'll go over that in a later tutorial. It's super helpful if when it creates a great result for you that you either give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It helps it learn that if it did or did not do the right thing. But if you look in here, you'll see that it's got all the elements of a city, and you could start laying out any kind of scene you'd like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this and give it another example. So another thing it's really good at is natural environments. So in this case, I'm going to ask it to create a tropical forest. And it's going to, again, do the same thing it did for the city. It's going to go out and find the objects it needs and then arrange them in either a Populator or on their own. And there it is. It's a little far away from camera, but it got all the pieces that we needed and set them in a Populator, which you'll be able to adjust later. And I'll show you how to do that in a later tutorial. Okay, let's try something a little bit different. Let's try creating a scene basically from scratch using AI Composer. So one of the things I'd like to do is I'm just going to ask it to create a living room to give us something to start with. Okay, so it created us looks like a pretty decent living room. And then this living room needs some characters in it. So let's see if I can ask it to add a character. Okay, well, it added the character. It added them a little above the couch, but it knew what the couch was, and it knew where to add them. So that's nice. Let me see if I can clean this up a little bit. Let's delete the couch to the right. Seeing it deleted that couch to the right, which is kind of nice. Let's keep going. Let's add a plant on the other side. Let's see, I'm gonna try and add a plant on the other side of the cabinet and see what it does. Yep, so it added it, which is nice. And again, like I've showed you before, we could go in and change it to a different type of plant. I don't know, maybe some box of wood. But that's kind of what AI Composer can do for you. It's in its infancy right now, so don't be surprised if it goes a little off the rails from time to time, but it is a really nice way to adjust your scene using command. Let's see if we can make the character stand. And we'll see if it'll change the pose. Yeah, okay. And again, you could go into the scene, or you could say move the character. It's probably a meter, maybe 0.75 meters forward. Okay, so you can see that it did move the character, just didn't move them forward. But it's just to illustrate that if you want to add a bunch of objects and you want to try and use the AI Composer to build your scene, you can. You don't need to keep constantly going back to the asset library. It does know about most of our commands, so in some cases it can be very useful to use AI Composer, especially if you have a large scene, you need to find something in it. Again, like I said, it's in its infancy and it's getting better and smarter every day the more we use it. So I hope you guys enjoy it.